Yeule's next album, Evangelic Girl is a Gun, comes out on May 30th, 2025. Let's review everything you need to know about this upcoming drop. If you're new here, hi Diva! Welcome to Microdose, the channel for lore and reviews of artists with under 1 million listeners on Spotify. After releasing a 50-minute deep dive of Yeule's entire discography, which I'll link in the description, I'm back to get y'all up to speed on what's new with Yeule in 2025. What sounds and themes can we expect from Evangelic Girl is a Gun? Which collaborators did Yeule bring to the studio, and what can we glean from the tracklist? Without further ado, let's dive in. Yeule first started teasing a new album with the release of Echo in October last year. Since Yeule rarely releases non-album singles, fans understood this to be a preview of their forthcoming album. Musically, Echo is markedly more pop and, dare I say, indie sleaze-coded than Yeule's previous works. The song was co-produced by Chris Griatti, who collaborated on Soft Scar's banger Cybermeat and is most known for working with Willow, Eve Toomer, and The Dare. In late 2024 on Discord, Yeule reveals Skullcrusher and 1967 as additional titles on their fourth album. They also talk about their hatred for war and imperialism, themes that will be central to the album. Since Yeule is Singaporean, fans quickly connected 1967 to the year Singapore introduced conscription, which made military service compulsory for all 18-year-old male citizens and residents. Please note that I'm glossing over a lot of history here, so feel free to do your own research. Now, let's fast forward to Yeule in 2025. On New Year's Day, Yeule announces the premiere of their radio show Alter Electronica on NTS. On February 26, Yeule teases their second single Skullcrusher with the music video coming out on March 3rd. Skullcrusher is co-produced by Fitness, a noise artist and drummer Yeule toured with on Soft Scars. Clams Casino, the other co-producer, is a very established electronic and hip-hop producer Yeule hasn't worked with before. In the early hours of March 3rd, as in earlier today, fans noticed listings for Evangelic Girl is a Gun on Amazon, other online retailers, and Genius. Roughly an hour before the Skullcrusher video premieres, Yeule formally announces the album and launches presale along with UK-EU tour dates. The full list of album producers is also revealed, mentioning Muramasa, Kin Leon, Chris Griatti, A.G. Cook, Clams Casino, and Fitness. Before we get into Skullcrusher, let's take a look at the album's copy. Evangelic Girl is a Gun is Yeule's most unrestrained and emotionally bearing work yet, as they grapple with ideas of a self-destructive identity burning through the canvas of post-modernity. Shmuel explores the duality of darkness, as well as their personal history to the role as the painter. In case you didn't know already, Yeule was a painter before they got into music. They named Polish painter Zdzisław Beksiński as an inspiration behind Evangelic Girl is a Gun, saying, "For me, Beksiński portrays so beautifully, with utmost care, the entities that crawl through his dystopian, tranquil landscapes. The nature of painting as a medium is a reflection of my emotions, both violent and gentle. A fleeting moment of time in my life, transcribed with paint and trapped in time." The idea of a self-destructive identity is key to the Skullcrusher MV. Sonically, Skullcrusher is a 2-minute all-out assault of guitars and noise. In the video, Yeule is tied up in a straitjacket, struggling to break free but ultimately failing. There's a sense of helplessness echoed in the lyrics, where Yeule sings about laying on burning fields and watching the sun burning our love into dust. This could be meta-commentary about Yeule's feelings on being an artist in a collapsing world. Yeule writes, "The nature of creation is a tempestuous one. Creation of art, creation of memory, creation of all things. It is both diamond heart sparkling, sentimental, fulfilling, but it can also be tormenting." This raises an interesting question. Does the artist have influence or power, or are they merely a powerless observer? If making art is both fulfilling and tormenting, where does that leave the artist? The album's visuals for the standard and deluxe edition offer even more to unpack. Let's start with the standard edition, drenched in black and crimson. The cover depicts Yeule holding a gun, while the sleeve shows them engulfed in smoke. Looking closely, you'll realize that the gun isn't a normal gun with bullets, but perhaps just a really fancy lighter, because the only thing coming out of the muzzle is a small flame. Now, let's look at the deluxe edition, filled with blue and steel tones. We see Yeule dressed in a veil and chainmail, completely unarmed. The Chinese text on the sleeve reads, "Crystal from the heart's core born in darkness. From the ashes, the angel rises." This is where the duality of darkness comes into focus. Darkness is often associated with destruction and emptiness, yet it's also a space for creation and rebirth, the void from which all things emerge. As Picasso said, every act of creation begins with an act of destruction. In terms of what kind of sound we can expect from Evangelic Girl is a Gun, the album's blurb states that Yeule will put a cyborgian spin on Bristol trip-hop and 90s gothic. Real talk, I have no idea what any of that means, but with heavyweights like Chris Griotti and A.G. Cook on board, the album is sure to have some pop-forward moments like Echo. At the same time, I think we'll also get plenty of hardcore-inspired music like Skullcrusher. Perhaps the biggest revelation from the blurb is that Yeule will be abandoning autotune to counter AI and imbue their vocals with a raw, irreplaceable edge. Y'all, I know I sound calm right now, but trust me, I'm completely losing my mind on the inside. Yeule is coming back right in time for summer, and I couldn't be more excited. I expect more information to come out soon, and I have no idea how well this video will age, but I hope you enjoyed accompanying me on this journey. For more unhinged Yeule content, make sure you subscribe and check out my needlessly thorough Yeule deep dive, which I've linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and as per usual, let me know which other artists under 1 million listeners you want me to review next. Bye, Diva!